Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Shantae. I'm your host Shadow HB3 and I'm ready to entertain. In the last episode, we went ahead and ran some errands, buying a couple of items, and we also found out that I have no rhythm when it comes to dancing. And in this episode, we're going to go ahead and make our way towards Oasis Town, our next destination. So let's go ahead and take our lead from Scuttle Town. And this time we are going to head left, or in this case westward. So we are currently in the Naga Wasteland, which is home to these lady-like snake figures called Nagas, which are a little bit of an annoyance to deal with because they fire these sound rays that can damage you, and they home in at you pretty fast. So you want to try to deal with these enemies during the day because at nighttime they take 5 or 10 hits to defeat, as opposed to in the daytime they just take 5. If you climb down this ladder, we will need to use our next item here to get this heart holder, which is right here. The door that's blocking our way won't allow us to pass through, but if we switch to our vanishing cream item, go back here, and then push up and B, and you'll be able to use the item that you have in your slot. So we'll just walk through the door and collect our heart holder, our second one of this game. I still hate that the your heart gauge doesn't fill back up completely, but just know your vanishing cream will last for about roughly 5 to 10 seconds, so be quick, but it shouldn't be that hard to deal with. Now I know we're going to be getting to the point where we're going to be dealing with double Nagas, and they're going to be a pain in the butt to deal with, especially the one that's off screen that somehow cannot see me. I'm going to try to come up this way. Oh! Yeah, these things are such an annoyance. Actually, I caught her, or I guess I should say her. They're not really male Nagas, they're females, so yeah, I'll just say caught her at a good spot. And I haven't really been bombarded by these attacks as much as I thought I would be, thankfully. But they're still annoying to deal with. I hate dealing with these things. Okay. There's one other place that I want to show you all here. I mean, there's actually 2 different ways you can go through here from Naga Wasteland, but in order to get to Oasis Town, we will actually need to go down a particular ladder. Okay, unfortunately here we need to transform into the monkey to get up and progress, and you gotta deal with these sound waves, which is still annoying. I still hate that these guys can like home in on me, or their sound waves can home in on me, and if I'm not careful they may take me out if I'm not careful. Okay, I think we're gonna be okay. I say that, and then I like dive right back into the ditch. Oh geez. Okay, now I am a little bit nervous, especially considering that we still have a bit of a ways to go. Alright, this ladder you see here, we're going to need to take this ladder down, because there's an underpassage right here that we're going to need to take in order to get us toward the next town. Yes, thank goodness I got that heart piece. I needed that really bad. Alright, we'll make our way up this ladder right here, and we're going to be in a totally new location here. This is the Ladies Desert. This is home to several new enemies that are exclusive to this desert alone. It's also these cacti. Of course I get here right as it turns nighttime, but yeah, those cacti right there, you can't walk through them. You have to jump over them, otherwise they will damage you if you run right into them. The other thing to note here is these, sheesh. I'm in a bad spot. I should get out of there. And surprised I didn't die right there. But yeah, the other thing to note is that those scorpion-like ladies, or I should say lady-like scorpions called Scorp Gals, they make their home there. And they are a pain in the butt to deal with, especially if they just come right up against you. So yeah, as I was saying, yeah, the Scorp Gals, they are a bit of a pain to deal with, especially at nighttime, because like with any of the other enemies, they take a lot more hits to defeat, and I hate how that one was particularly placed. It's almost as if you jump too far forward when you jump over the cactus, you'll jump right into it. And something I also kind of noticed is that more beneficial, I think, is if you actually use Shantae's hair whip attack while crouching, because she has much more range with her attack, or with her hair crouching, than she does standing. So just, you know, keep that in mind. Come here. Oh, jeez. I wasn't facing the right way at first. I'll use this time to collect as many gems as I can. Alright, we should be getting close to the end of this section here, but yeah, this is one of 2 different deserts here. There is a men's desert. You all will see that here in this video, but yeah, this lady's desert, this is the means to get to Oasis Town, so we have to go through here. But not much else for me to mention here. Just trying to get through these guys as fast as I can. Okay, we're good. Good. I was hoping that was the end. I wasn't sure how far else we had to go. So now we are in Oasis Town. But something I'm going to do here is I'm going to wait till it gets to daytime before I enter, because there is something inside Oasis Town that I do want to show you that I can only show you, or we can at least participate in, only when it becomes day. So I'm going to go ahead and cut. Okay, never mind. The game knew that I wanted it to be daytime, and it went ahead and made it daytime for me, so I didn't have to waste a whole lot of time. So this is Oasis Town. We have a couple of new places we are going to be able to visit here. We are not going to go to the Warp Squid Hut or the item shop right away. We are going to go to Sky's Hatchery, but we will go there right away either. We're just going to quickly make one other place, or stop here, to a place that's exclusive to Oasis Town here, called the Gecko Chamber. Now, this is a place where it has a game that you can play where you can actually also earn gems as well. And unlike the dance game, or the dancing game in Scuttletown at the dance parlor, you can acquire gems a lot faster here. The only catch is that this game requires more luck than skill, which is what the dance parlor requires. But we're going to go ahead and play this game at least once here. So this gecko-looking figure here is like, "Hey there, ho there." Never heard of that phrase of saying hello to somebody. Welcome to the gecko match. Make it to the top and win big. For a 5 gem entry fee, you can get into the action. What do you say? Alright, we'll do it. So yes, 5 gems is all it takes to play this game. And like I mentioned, it's a dice game, and the player you play against on the other side is it's random, I think. But all you're doing here is pretty simple. You're just rolling dice. You have a number of 1 to 6, and you just roll. Whoever has the higher number, the geckos that are attached to those poles will move up 1. If you tie, then obviously it's a do-over. But you can keep on going as much as you want. If you lose, you may lose some gems at the way, but you can keep on playing, albeit at the cost of gems each time. So, key thing we want to do here is I want to at least make sure that I can get to the top. So, we're going to at least play until hopefully I get to the top first. Alright, hold ahead. So, let's see if we can get another successful roll. We got 4. Okay, 1. I was afraid. I feel like if I at least get a 3, I have a good chance, or at least a 4, I have a good chance. But if he gets the same thing, then I'm in trouble. But yeah, you're gonna see here, you can win a lot of gems this way easily. It's just a matter of how lucky are you feeling that day. Alright, good. Good. We need just one more roll. One more successful roll, and then we'll be good. Nope, didn't get it there, but at least we tied. Alright, let's try it again. A second tie? That's a first for me. I've never had 2 or back-to-back ties. Let's get it this time. Nope. Okay, that's alright. We're still good. We're still in the lead, so let's keep on going here. We can get it. I feel we'll get it this time. No! Oh, man, just when I thought we'd get it. It's like our 4th tie. Okay, let's get it this time. We got a 1. Okay, barely. Only I beat him by 2 to 1, but we got it done, so. And if you reach the top, you know, should you decide to keep on playing until you reach the top and you don't quit after being ahead, then you get a bonus 100 gems, and our total gems that we're going to end up with is going to be 460. So, yeah, you can basically use this as a means to get your gem total up pretty quickly. And if you want, you can even be cheesy and save the game beforehand, before you play this, and just play the game until you get the amount that you want, and if you fail, then at least you'll have a save point to where you can just redo it again until you're happy with what you've got. So, alright, and then finally what we're going to do here in Oasis Town is go to Sky's Hatchery. This is the home of our friend and ally, Sky, here, who is a warbird trader, as you can see with the eggs in the background. So let's go talk to her, and maybe she'll be able to help us out here. What are you doing in Oasis Town? Hey, Shantae! I sold my warbird, so I'm here on an egg hunt. As you can see, I've got some new trainees to keep me company. What do you think? Great, but I don't see Wrench around. You didn't sell him, did you? And we're gonna see here, Wrench is Sky's pet warbird here. He's gonna come here in a moment. Of course not. I'd never part with him. Would I, Wrench? Yep, there he is. So that's Wrench, the pet warbird of Sky. And if you didn't think of this beforehand, his name is basically a portmanteau of Wren and Finch, or you could even think of him as an actual tool name, or as a name based off of a tool called a wrench. So, which I think is pretty creative. So, two different ways you can, keep his name in mind. So, how's the genie business? Are you still playing Watchdog for that dinky fishing hole? Oh wow, she just dissed Scuttletown. Scuttletown's no hole. Besides, right now it's turning up more action than any place. Which reminds me, I'm searching for something called the Golem Stone. Ever hear of it? Nope. Oh, so much for that. But there's a place called the Golem Mine a few miles into the desert. Could be some connection. I'd show you where exactly, but I need to tend to these eggs. Would you like me to send Wrench to scout for you? Would you? That'd be perfect. Find the mine, Wrench. Go. And just like that, Wrench is going to take off, and we'll just need to follow him, even though we aren't going to be able to see where he is. Just head for the desert and keep your eyes open for Wrench. In the meantime, I'll ask around with my messenger birds. Deal? Deal. Thanks, Sky. Bye. Alrighty, so now things have been set, so Sky's going to do her part, and we just need to go ahead and find Wrench. Although, like I said, unfortunately, we are not going to be able to actually track him down, per se, because we just need to know where we're going to be at. And unfortunately, we don't have a way of tracking the birds down. So let me just quickly talk to this guy here, who says the exact same thing, I believe, that every single bathhouse tenant in each town says. So just healed up real fast, and then we'll go ahead and make our way out of Oasis Town. We're going to have to go back through the Ladies Desert and go back through that path and get to the Naga Wasteland in order to be able to progress. So let's see how fast we can go, or see how much how much we can cover. What am I trying to say? How much land we can cover before nightfall. So we didn't waste a whole lot of time, outside of here. So, but yeah, look at this. I don't think I'm really making physical contact with the Scorp Lady, and you see how just by me crouching down below, I'm able to have much more of an extended range. So yeah, note to self. Crouch down low when you use the hair whip attack, as you will have much more range to take these guys out. Alright, please don't come down here. Thank you. Alright, I think we are going to be able to make it at least back into that underpassage before nightfall. We'll deal with this Scorp Gal. We have no reason to. And there's one more coming here. Yeah, I was like, come here. Please, I was afraid you're going to touch me there. I was like, you were just too close for comfort. I think this is the final centipede we need to take out. Yep, here we go. So back down the ladder we go. Get past these bats here. Will each give me 2 gems. Or give me a gem each, I should say. They give me a total of 2 gems. I always think that you can jump up onto the ladder like in any other game that has a ladder, but I don't think that's the case there. Alright, and then from there we're going to continue on left. We don't have much further to go in order to get to the end here, but oops, jeez, that was weird. I was like trying to continue my rap. I forgot about that one. Okay, I thought it was going to jump for a moment. I was hoping it would, so that way I could just catch it in the air. Okay, so once you get through the Naga Wasteland going west, we're now in the men's desert, and if you would guess, it's home to these scorpion who will they actually stick their stingers into the ground and up onto the other end, and that's how they attack you, which is, I find, interesting. Now, I believe there is some sort of, you know, story, like mythological story, that's related to why these beetles, they you got to be aware of those guys as well too. But yeah, I think there's some kind of mythological story as to why the Scorpmen and the Scorp gals are like not they're in separate deserts. That was a weird sound. Oh my goodness! I meant to drop down before I could attack that beetle. It didn't happen that way. Okay. And just like with any other enemy, I believe the Scorpmen, they do, in this case, they take 10 hits at nighttime to defeat. Can I take out this beetle on the other side? No, I can't. And I'm going to retreat. Okay, you can stop firing those balls now. You know what? Forget you. You're not worth killing. You can keep your measly little gem. Wow, I'm surprised that Stinger didn't attack me, or it didn't hurt me. That was weird. Okay. We should almost be to the golem mine. I think we just have a little bit of a ways to go. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, the golem mine is not in a separate area per se. It's actually part of the men's desert. So, yep, here we are. I knew it. I knew we were going to be close by. So, once we get here, here's Wrench right in front of the door entrance. Let's talk to him and see what we're going to need to do in order to open up the way. Wrench, there you are. Can you help me get into this place? I'm fresh out of ideas. I mean, you just got here, Shantae. You don't even, I mean, you haven't really given it much thought for like less than 5 seconds, wouldn't you say? But it's not my place to say. Alright, and leave it to Wrench to, in his bird talk, say like, don't worry, I know what to do. I'm just going to act like a wrench and turn these little green knobs that function like, nuts, essentially. So, again, this is what I think is really cool about Wrench. His name is a combination of 2 different kinds of birds, and is basically the name of a tool, and his beak almost looks like a tool per se. So anyways, he has finally opened up the way to the golem mine, and we are going to go inside here, but it won't be this episode, it'll be in the next. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it here, guys. If you like what you saw in this video, please let me know what you think in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button, give me a like, and when I see you all next time, we will go inside the golem mine and go seek out the golem stone inside. Until then, this is Shadow HP3, signing off, telling you guys to stay perky. I will see you all next time. We will need to be red, so how did that rock not hit me? Oh, sheesh. I did the wrong dance. I'll tell you guys right now, that dance that I was doing beforehand, that's actually the new dance that we're going to be learning here, because we're going to learn the new dance here inside this temple for a different animal, and I think I just did it by mistake thinking I had it. Anyways, go ahead. You saw you could actually climb your way up that wall and go through that pinned passageway